Crew live too? Two live crew? What's the name of that? Oh no! Sorry. Man, I'm shaking. I'm shaking.
Shaking.
Yeah, man. Oof. We were busy today. Man, we were knocking it out. Oh my goodness. We got a lot done today. It's crazy. All the moderators are in the house. I see you mods. 13 Moons Homestead. How's it going? Don, Affordable Desert Living. Arizona Homestead Project. What's up? Hope that wind calmed down. We have been dealing with a lot of crazy winds. It wasn't nearly as bad as that one day, but
Bedtime.
bedtime. You guys get a crew shot early. Crew.
Just looking out the window. What's out there?
He's got to investigate everything. He's got to investigate. Junior, how's it going? My tent shed was almost in tatters. Yeah, the winds have been crazy. Now, they have not been nearly as bad as that one day. But during the afternoons, they've still been getting pretty bad. The past couple of days, weren't it getting up to like kind of mid-20s?
Yep.
Yeah. Today was not too bad. What was it like?
Maybe 15.
15, high teens. So we were able to get some stuff done. Oh my goodness. Crazy Joe's unboxing and stuff. Love watching you guys all the way from Toronto, Canada.
Oh, cool.
Cindy says love from Australia. Robin Lanter's here. Yesterday we had a horrible dirt storm in my area. Oh, man. Like when those winds blow like that, I mean, the dust, it's not too bad like around here. Like maybe we'll get it kind of off our driveway a little bit. But those roads, man, that dust kicks up like crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I think I got something in my eye because my eye was like irritated for a few days.
Always gotta, I gotta get her a pair of goggles.
Yeah, I need goggles.
I kind of have almost like goggles, these kind of like safety sunglasses, but they kind of have like a inner edge that kind of keeps some of the dust out. It helps. It helps a lot.
I wear sunglasses out there, but that doesn't help for dust.
Upside of downsizing here. He says, congratulations on 30K.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh man, that's crazy. So a big thank you to everyone. That's a huge milestone. It's something we wanted to big thank you to everyone for man 30,000 subscribers here on YouTube. It's crazy. I know. I was just beside myself seeing that. That's huge. That's all thanks to this lady. She always brings those quality videos. Thanks to you guys. We really appreciate it. That's so amazing. So many people uh, are interested in what we're doing out here in the desert.
Jimmy Thornburg says, we have a poop pillow too. Our cat Penny sleeps on
it. Nice. I see a new tractor in your future. I don't know about that. Maybe someday in the far future. You never know. The Tinker's wife, thank you so much.
Jay from Michigan says, shout me out, Jim.
Hey, Jay from Michigan. What's up? The Apricot Tiny House is here. Bubba Redneck, hello. I'll let you pick out comments. May as well get one now. Why wait? No money. unless maybe we'll go around and start talking to the maybe we'll have a tractor company sponsor us. What do you think?
Sure.
You don't think we could get a sponsor? Maybe we'll get a sponsor. Jeffrey Payne asks, "How's your mom doing?" It's a good question. She is doing pretty good. Just still lacks that muscle strength. Um, she, what would you call that facility she's in now?
Um,
It's kind of like kind of like an independently owned type of facility. They kind of take care of some older folks and stuff like that. I think it's kind of like she can't be in a hospital or something like that, but so they're kind of like taking care of her over there.
kind of like a long-term care facility or something.
Something like that. And it's kind of a tough situation because they just kind of look out after these people. You know, they kind of feed them, just make sure they're comfortable and stuff like that. But they don't really have any medical attention there.
Yeah, and they don't do like rehab.
They don't do like rehab and physical therapy. So I really don't know how that's going to work because if they don't have people helping her out to move her, I think the recovery on that might just take a real long time. That would be completely up to her to try and like move her legs and kind of build up the strength and stuff like that. Yeah, she's not getting a rehab and therapy, and I don't know. The insurance won't cover anything anymore. It's crazy. But I'm going to make a trip tomorrow. Jess will be working on Saturday's video. I'm going to make a trip up to the Phoenix area to go see her. So I'm kind of excited. She can get visitors now. So I'm gonna pop up there just to see her. I probably will only be up there for a couple hours, but see how she's doing. It'd be nice to see her in person. It's been a while, and just ever since she came down with COVID, it's been hard.
Yeah, they don't allow any visitors
in any of those facilities. So this will be the first time I got to see her since she came down with that. But I've been talking to her every day, like video calls and stuff like that. So that's been nice. Sunny's Place. Hey, what's up?
James Beale. I have a funny little question. Are you ticklish? If so, who is more ticklish?
She's definitely more ticklish than I am.
You think so?
I know so. Getting started on homesteading. Congrats on 30K. Thank you so much, bub. Joel says hello from Denver. Hello. Yeah, it's probably more assisted living than. Yeah, unfortunately, she's probably gonna have to like. Kind of do a lot of the heavy lifting herself on that, unfortunately. Mary says, talk to the mom's doctor, see if he can write a letter to insurance. I got to do something. That's so weird. It's a weird thing. It's like, oh, well, you're not better. Well, sorry, you're on your own now. Oh, man. I don't know. But this week has been crazy, eh? Finally got done. So when the last video we left off, we're kind of like halfway through course number 8, right? And how long was that course sitting there before we were able to get back to it?
Well, maybe a couple of days.
That's what I was thinking. A couple of days. That's crazy. But then once we did, that didn't end up taking too long once we were able to get back to it, right? Kind of had to work out some issues, but we got it done. Course number 8. AJ's Outdoors. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you, Art.
How many courses for this part of the house? I think it could almost be as much as 40 courses altogether.
Sounds like a lot. I'm hoping that it won't take us as long, like the further we go up,
Yeah, I'm
because
hoping that eventually
it
it
won't be
goes
as
faster.
many bags per course.
Don says, perhaps you guys are the YouTube savants. No, no, absolutely not. It
It
was
was a rough start for us,
it
I
was a rough
think.
start. Like, I just started. I absolutely had no idea when what we were doing when we started. I was just recording things, putting it out there, and they were horrible videos. I don't recommend anyone going back and watching them. um, but it took a lot of learning. How to put videos together, how to make a kind of just take all this raw footage and put it into like a story, like a little narrative. And then thumbnails, titles, there's so much to learn. We're still learning. And by the time we're learning some stuff, YouTube will change things again.
Oh, those Bubberneck you saw.
Oh! Oh, I wish you had said something. Bubba Redneck. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Yeah, I wish you had said, "Oh, hey, I'm Bubba Redneck" or something like that. That would have freaked me out. Uh, that was wild. Cause I totally got me off guard. It's like, hey, it's GDP. Is it that for crew? I'm like, yeah. Oh man, I wish you had introduced yourself. Well, but now I know. I can't believe because I had the mask on and everything, so that's pretty impressive. Joseph says, my kids and I watch you folks, teaching them about hard work and following your dreams. Thanks for inspiring.
Oh,
Well, that's awesome.
nice.
Yeah, that's it's one of the very real cool things about doing this is so many people have reached out to us saying that we've inspired them to take that step, and or just just even watching all the work we're doing is
Yeah,
inspiring them.
which is incredible. That's something I never imagined.
Especially the way we do things out here. The way we do things, I would have thought they would be like, "There's no way I'm getting involved with that."
I feel like yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, we'll probably see each other again. Frodo Davis, glad to see you. Meaty Bone for the coolest dog in Arizona. Well, thank you so much for the super
Oh.
chat. He's probably the hottest dog in Arizona with the two coats on. Oh, yeah, we had a couple questions from Instagram.
Yeah.
Should probably get that. So midlife price Pam from Midlife Prices asked if we ever fight. Do we ever kind of go at it, mano a mano?
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have our fights are never like big blowouts,
Right.
but
Like we don't even like raise our voices or anything.
no, we're
I
much
think.
too laid back for that. We just give each other. We're just passive aggressive at
Yeah.
each other.
Like passive. We're probably. I think we've gotten better with that too. But yeah.
Yeah. Uh, we just we know with the other ones when they're like, we just got that passive aggressive attitude. But I mean, it's just hard for two people to spend that this much time together and work that closely together without having um some kind of like rub each other the wrong way a little bit. And I think that kind of comes a little bit just from the different attitudes and styles that we both bring to the table. Whereas she's a little bit more laid back, she takes her time.
I'm more detail oriented with things.
Mhm, mhm. Whereas I'm out there. I want to hit it, get out there, get it done, bam, bam, bam. So I think, although it's good to have those two, you don't want two people that might be real detail oriented. Things may not get
Right.
done quite as quick. It might take me like that much longer, and then two people that just go and
Or just
slam things out that everything will be falling apart.
yeah.
But so I think that's good because it causes a little friction, but you want it. And ultimately, I think it makes us better. Just those two differing
Yeah, we just have to
styles.
remember to be compassionate and understanding of each other's, quirks and things.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, we just did your question, Pam. Ha ha ha! You made it for it. CB's Greenhouse and Garden. Thank you so much. We're excited. We can't believe it. We're still beside ourselves. What do you feel about the 30K?
I think it's awesome.
It's awesome,
Yeah.
man. What? What? I can't believe that many people are watching.
And with a plan asks what all will be in the space above the bedroom, living room, kitchen, bathroom, etc. So, yeah, like in the domes, there's a lot of vertical space up there. So we're gonna have some loft areas there, and I think above
I'll try. Anyway.
above the living room, which is the dome that we're working on now, probably have like a studio space, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or I'd like to.
We'll get you a studio space.
So I could work on some art and crafts and things like that.
Kind of living room, office, and studio space, right?
Yeah. And then above the other dome is going to be the kitchen and bathroom. And then above that, in that loft space, we were talking about maybe having some, like a growing area for maybe plant starting.
Do you think there'll be time for doing art and plants at some point?
I hope so.
We're constantly building stuff. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to take on like all the building stuff myself eventually. Like once we get the domes done, then maybe we'll diverge a little bit, different projects. But right now, I need you for the dome. Like you can't leave yet. I need you to build this. How does your motorhome do with extreme temperatures? Does it stay comfortable? The motorhome absolutely does not. But there's no heat, no cooling in there at all. So do not go in there in the summer or in the winter.
What? Or do you mean like this, the RV that?
Well, the RV, the motorhome is not heated or cooled. The RV here that we're in right now is comfortable.
Well, only because there is heat and
We absolutely could. It's just a metal box
that's
in the
not
desert.
efficient.
It is not. Yeah, it is. It's comfortable if we can have like a heat
And cooling.
and cooling. Otherwise, we could not be here in the middle of summer. Crew would probably die.
Yeah.
Well, not quite, but he would. He would not love the summer at all. He needs. Crew really almost needs air conditioning in the summer, doesn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
The shade might be okay for him, but what do we think about? He might be able to get by with like just being in the shade and a fan, but he is not. Akitas aren't really desert dogs.
What are your plans when finished with the house? I think the next thing will be
That's a good question.
focusing on gardening and growing food.
Definitely more growing. expanding garden spaces, stuff like that. I think I got some ideas. I might even start on building some stuff sooner, but we'll see. We'll see. Steven says, my wife and I are in our late 60s, early 70s, just moved onto our 40-acre property and building a pole barn while living in a fifth wheel in southern Arizona at 4,700 elevation.
Mm.
Well, congratulations, Steve.
Ooh.
13 Moon Homestead said she just bought some onion starts today. Hoping to plant this weekend. Good luck with that. Mary asked, do you ever think about shaving crew down sometime? People have brought that up. Not a good idea to do that with Akitas. Dogs with double coats. If you shave them down like that, it kind of might grow back, might not grow back as well. And
yeah, kind of weird. And I think too they're like sensitive to sunlight.
It's very protective. They need that to protect them. It's actually could do more damage to them if you shave that off.
It seems like he, like even with all that fur, he does not want to be in the sun. Like even on winter days, he likes to be in the shade.
Yeah, it's a vampire dog.
Yeah.
It's a really good point.
Yeah. Do you want to answer another question from the Instagram?
Yeah.
Is it how long have we been married?
I was just thinking about that the other day.
Or,
Wait.
You're trying to think.
How long has it been?
In August, it will be 15 years, I think.
Oh, yeah. So August will be 15 years that we'll have been married, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in October of this year, we'll have known each other, been together for 20 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, that's crazy. Seems like we were talking about that the other day, and it's like it seems like forever and yesterday at the same time, right?
Yeah.
It's like, man, it seems like we met just yesterday, but then you think about it, and all the memories and events and stuff like that. It seems like it's just an eternity. So many things have happened.
Oh, CB says this month it'll be
40 years. Oh, congratulations. That's huge. Maybe we'll be there someday. How's the poo doing?
I think the poo's doing okay. It seems like it's getting lighter in color. I don't know if it's getting bleached by the sun or if it's just really dusty.
We'll have to dust it out and find out. Difference in the house. Hey, guys.
Hey.
You ever harvest that aloe vera?
Yes. Yeah. I haven't recently, but yeah, I repotted it and cut it back, and I used a bunch of it. So it's really nice to have around.
Too many carbs. CB says it's cheaper to keep her.
Frodo Davis asks, what are you going to cover the cob with on the house? We were just talking about that.
Yeah, we might not put anything. Well, you want to talk about it?
Suppose.
You want to talk about the secret plan? Just you guys will get to hear. Just you guys will get to hear. Shh, don't tell anyone.
Well, I had a thought.
I like this idea. I think it's worth a try.
Since we are thinking about putting straw bales over the upper part of the house, of the dome, And we'll probably cover that with cob too. What if we had vines growing over the house? And that might help protect the cob somewhat, and it'll shade the surface of the house, and who knows what, depending on what kind of vines we have.
And act as like a buffer to buffer the rains and stuff like that.
Rain and wind, and
I think it's an interesting idea. It'll be like a living roof, but not a living
yeah,
roof.
like
Because
not
it won't be
actually
growing
planted
out
into
of it, but
yeah.
be living wall. Transplanted says, congrats on the 30K. Thank you very much. Paul says, you guys are awesome. 140, it's just a secret between us 140 people. North Star Prep Setter, how's it going? Different says, congrats on 30K. Well deserved. Thank you very much. Pam says, we will come for your straw bales. Oh. We'll be ready. We'll be ready for you guys. We're snagging them before you guys. I don't know. With how fast Bill and Yvonne put up their house, man, it's straw bales. I'm thinking let's forget putting up a dome, earth bag dome. Let's do straw bale instead. What do you think?
Oh, are we gonna start over?
We're starting over.
YT time lapse said, is the subsoil out there made of sandstone? If so, have you thought about digging underground storage area? No sandstone. What we have here, we have a lot of clay in the soil, and what's called caliche, which is like just a lot of mineral deposits, and it can get really hard.
A lot of calcium and stuff.
Yeah.
Midlife Prices says, call about ordering their bales. Oh, man, they're going to get their bales right away. Oh, we're not ready. We can't steal them from you guys. Well, we can steal them. There's plenty of things we can use straw bales for. Don't worry, guys. We're coming for them. Would the vines compromise the cob? Ivy can destroy brick. I don't know about other vines.
Yeah. I've been looking at some different vining plants. We might want to get the kind that doesn't have the little rootlets that can go in there, but it has little like discs, like adhesive discs that just stick to the surface. That might be better. But I don't know about, the weight, if that might pull anything off or not. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to do some more thinking on if that'll work or not.
So Different asks, why didn't you build permanent wood frames for your window openings instead of the removable forms? Good question. It's because the book told me, dude. That's how I don't know. Do you think we could have done just the wood framed, or we might have been able to? Well, I think part of it is because of the dome itself and how it canters in like that. Like, I think you might want a slightly wider form than that might go in there permanently to kind of counteract that.
Yeah, and you still you need something kind of to support the weight of the bags until the dome is fully constructed, so it has to be kind of a little more bulky, I think. So that's why we have the plywood on there and boards, so that's going to get taken out, and then we have attachments where we'll attach the boards once everything's out and we're ready to put a window in there.
Mm-hmm.
Don says, I'm thinking of taking all the clay around my plates and making a workshop or shed out of clay bricks. If Jim and Jess can work dirt, maybe I can too. That'd be cool, like adobe bricks.
Mm-hmm. I think, yeah, I think it's fun. Get in there, get dirty, build something.
JS, how will you heat the dome? Wood stove?
Rocket mass heater?
Yeah, we're thinking rocket mass heater because you can use like stick fuel instead of wood logs because we don't have a lot of wood around here. We could just get sticks. We got little shrubby plants around here that we can use sticks from.
Yeah, I think a little bit more efficient with the use of the wood and everything like that. I'm pretty excited to try that out. Paul asks, how far do y'all have to go to travel to get building supplies? There's a few different places. Like we can get some building supplies in a small town a little north of us, maybe 15 minutes away.
I think there's like a small hardware store.
Small hardware store. We can kind of get, they got a decent amount selection of stuff there. If we need a slightly larger selection, then we can go to a town about a half hour south of us. And if we really need all the accoutrements, if we need a, big box store type stuff, then that's about an hour. And I don't like making that trip any more than I have to because it seems like that trip is just like an hour there, hour back, but it only seems like a half a day. Yeah, because I'm wandering. I don't know how you guys are, but I get into like a Home Depot or a Lowe's, and then I get in there, and next thing I know, an hour or two has gone by. I'm just looking at all the different stuff.
Everything.
Plus, like that's where I'm planning. I'm doing all my planning in there. I'm like, can this work? Will these fit together? Making calls to Jess on the phone. Hey, do you think this will work? I went like this. Like, how long has it been since you used the phone like that? Sierra Vista. Yeah, it's a terrible trip.
So another Instagram question was about doing a property tour sometime.
Someone's asking about a property tour. Maybe. It's been a while since we kind of showed everyone like everything that's going on here and all the buildings and facilities and things we built. YT time lapse. Good night. Thank you for being here. We still say hang up the phone like it's been decades. I know. Again. So many memories of long forgotten technologies. Yeah, so what do you think? Should we do a tour?
Yeah, we probably should.
Maybe we'll do something like that. And then I think the last Instagram question was about cost on permits and stuff like that. Now everything was all the costs on the permitting was pretty cheap. I don't remember exactly how much the costs were, but because it's been a while. But I think if you can get everything in that initial opt-out permit that you want, that's the best way to go. Don't put yourself in a position where you have to submit more plans for more permits because then it'll add up. Like if I had to get a permit for that rain roof, that would have been expensive. I think it would have been over $1,000 just for that permit.
Really?
Yeah. But luckily the county worked with me and I was able to make a change in that plan. I got lucky. Yeah, we still got to get permits for everything, but luckily in our county, we can do that owner builder opt out, which means we don't have to get inspections, which takes a lot of burden of costs
Mm-hmm.
and stuff.
So Jimmy Thornburg says, we're looking to buy desert land and start a similar adventure. What one piece of advice would each of you give? Something you wish you'd known before you started, perhaps?
For like living in the desert.
Yeah, buying land in the desert.
Okay, you go.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you go. Or do you want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Good night, CB. Thank you for being here. Um, so I guess my piece of advice is I would kind of definitely like, especially in the desert, definitely get a lay of the land. Get an idea of those contours, how the land moves, because if you're going to be doing rainwater harvesting, um, definitely want to get your plan in place for water. I say water is one of the most important things.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure it's not on a floodplain. Make sure you're aware of that. And or if you are going to do a well, find out well depths from the area.
Um, yeah, we both studied permaculture, and I think that really helped us starting out because it gives you kind of a framework to work off of when you're designing a homestead and kind of knowing what to look for in a piece of land and how to do things more efficiently, using resources efficiently, time efficiently. So, that might be something to look into.
Mm-hmm. Great advice.
Yeah, someone emailed us, I think, with the question about land. So I mentioned like looking up well depths, and also I know here the USDA had like a soil survey that they did for the county. So if you can find information like that, it gives like really detailed information about the types of soils on very specific pieces of land. So if you're curious about that, like, if you want to do earthen building or something, that might be really good to know. Or if you're growing things.
Hewitt Homestead, hello. Thanks. You better late than never. Thank you so much.
Thanks for being here. Linda asks, is Grace and your brother gone? Yeah. So they moved out here with us, my aunt and my brother, when we first moved out here. And they stayed for a while, and they both moved out. So now just us.
Just us. They both moved on to bigger, better things. Green Greg, hello. How's it going? Says I bought 40 acres of high desert near Snowflake, Arizona. Maybe I'll come see you guys. I could interview for my channel. Snowflake, Arizona.
Wow.
Man, that's incredible. I don't know if I could do the high desert up there. What do you think?
Well, I couldn't.
It's too cold for us down here. Yeah, man, we'd love to see you. Stop by if you can. That would be awesome.
Do your domes have to be inspected by the county after built? Mammogram. Nope.
Wait, what?
So that's part of the opt-out permit that we got. We don't need any kind of building inspections while they're being built.
Not while they're being built. We do need an inspection after they're done.
Yeah, but
But it's just like they come and say, "Oh, you built a building."
There it is. You might check the setbacks and things.
Yep.
Make sure it's not.
Well, there's nothing they can do at that point, right?
I don't know.
Well, they check the setbacks before you even start building.
Right.
Because after it's done, it's like, well, then they can't move the building, especially not this building. Whew. So, see the whole truth asks, when you raise a level on the dome, how far in towards the center do you move each row? Well, that really it depends how far up. Like it'll step in more and more the higher it goes. So right now, it's barely stepping in at all.
Mm-hmm.
When do you think? How far up do you think it'll even be before it's noticeable?
It might be like 5 or 6 feet.
That's what I was thinking. 5 or 6 feet, you might start to see it a little bit, but like probably like 8 or 9 or 10. That's when you'll really start to see it. I think. Internet connection getting jerky here. Gonna say good night. Well, good night, midlife crisis. Thank you for being here. Thank you again. Desert Dog, thank you for being here. Thanks as always for all the inspiration. Thank you for joining us. Paul asks, are y'all part of a homeowners association? Luckily, no. Man, I was part of a Facebook group, and I think someone was having issues with that. Like, I think there's like a community well, and then people are getting all upset about what each person's doing with the well, and I'm like, man, I'm glad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad we don't have anything like that. We like literally left an HOA
When we owned a house
when we
in
owned a house.
Central Arizona, that was a pain.
Oh, so many different rules
You
and
gotta
stuff
get
like that.
permission for anything that you do to the house, which you own.
Scott Hebert, thank you so
Thanks,
much for the
Scott.
super chat. $30 for 30K. Haha. Congrats. I know you have worked really hard for it. Can't stay. Just wanted to say nice work. Next up, the moon. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That is awesome. Junior says there are 2 counties in Colorado you can live off grid. Will the windows be vertical or slanted in line with the slope of the dome? They should be vertical.
Mm-hmm.
The slope shouldn't matter too much. It really doesn't start sloping in too much with around the window areas. I think when we start, that's something I want to talk about. Another thing that we kind of like busted our butts like right before this live.
Yeah.
Both Justin and I tag team and we got a couple more forms built. One of those forms is above the 2x4 window, and the other is right above the entrance to the dome. So that was crazy, but we got it done. That was exciting. Like right before the live, I'm still jacked up from like trying to get this done. Because like we didn't have any time tomorrow. I've got to leave super early tomorrow, so. But it was nice getting those domes done. Hewitt Homestead asks, "Hey guys, what are the plans for your exterior and interior wall finishes?" For the most part, right now, it's just cob. We'll be cobbing the inside, cobbing the outside, and then we're thinking of doing the vines on the outside. It's kind of like that would be like the finish, right? And it may work and it may not. It'll be something to try out. And if it doesn't work out, it's no big deal. We can always apply a waterproof finish after that, right?
Yeah. I think it might be cool to try.
Absolutely.
Inside, I'll probably do something a little more than cob, especially like kitchen, bathroom. There's a technique called Tadilect.
Ooh.
So
I didn't know about that.
You didn't?
I mean, I knew about the Cadillac, but I didn't know that's your plan.
Yeah, I mean it provides a little more waterproofing to the finish, which is good for kitchens and bathrooms. And it uses a type of soap you rub on
Yeah, yep.
over, I think, a lime.
Frodo Davis asked, chicken wire under the cob? For the most part, no. But there are areas where we'll have some chicken wire, and that's like by the arch forms, by the
Yeah.
openings.
Anything that's more like hanging down needs a little more grip on that. But we found the cob sticks really well to the bags here, so
Yeah, it's incredible actually. Super sticky. Yeah, HOAs. HOAs different says HOA don't make any sense. We would never live in one. Why would anyone want to be controlled more is beyond us. What I guess the point of the HOAs is to just make everything kind of similar, right? To
yeah,
make it very kind of to give it a
everything.
certain look.
Yeah.
At least that was my what my experience was, and I guess it's supposed to keep property values higher. I don't know. No purple painted homes. Just like in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You
Oh,
remember the purple home in Milwaukee?
yeah, that was infamous.
That was infamous. That was an awesome house though.
Yeah.
And then it got was widely known. When will you get scaffolding to help you build higher? So I have a couple ideas for that. People have been suggesting building scaffolding on top of the truck. That might be an idea. I was kind of toying around with that idea. We might kind of build a scaffolding into our walls, kind of like just like platforms. So that's an option. Uh, we'll have to talk it over. I'll have to find out what she's comfortable with because I'm not comfortable with her on that ladder. You don't like working on top of that wall, and that ladder is that little step stool is just frightening watching her on that thing.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't know how you're like nimble and you're like, but I don't want to take the chance of that thing just shifting all of a sudden. Then, ugh, I don't even want to think about it. We'll get some ground, some something sturdy for her to be on for sure.
Janice asked, for those of us that didn't catch, what's the height and width of your dome? So the width is a little over 20 feet. The interior diameter is going to be 20 feet. And the height is about 20 feet as well.
It's crazy because the interior diameter really matches the height. So as wide as you want that dome to be, you got to prepare to go higher with it. Different asks, you're close to the border. Have you seen the new wall in person? I have. Now you haven't, right? You haven't made a trip down there, right?
Well, I mean, I've seen it.
But in person?
I think we've driven
Oh yeah,
close
we might
enough
have been.
to see it.
Yeah. So your brother actually, does he still does it, doesn't he? He worked security for the border wall during construction, and so I had to go out with him one day to help him with his tire, and I got to see the wall. Um, it is it's interesting. I mean, I guess it's better than what was there before. I guess it's more. I guess it would be more secure than what was there. I think it was like a 10-foot fence.
Yeah, that's more of a
Is what it
fence
looked like.
before.
And so now it's a 20-foot high wall.
But it's like, isn't it like metal slats?
It's like these metal slats.
Like you can see through it. When will you check under your floor to see if there are critters? I hope there's no critters.
Hopefully
in
not.
there.
Hopefully not.
But we will check it, I guess, after the dome's built.
Nah, there can't be any. Like in the underground portion?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think so.
You know.
It would have maybe something snuck in there, but once we got the cob in place, I don't think anything's getting down there. Crew cam, okay. Well, unfortunately he's not doing much, but just sleeping on the ground. Crew. Nope, he's out. He's out. It's past his bedtime. Bubba Redneck says, found a dead mouse in a septic line that's still open. Ooh. Is your water storage tank full? No, not the cistern definitely isn't full. I'll tell you that much. Cistern just has a little bit of water in it, but we got plenty of water in the poly tanks now. Decent amount of water in there. Junior says, Jess and Earthbags, Ladders, and Tampers match. WWE. That could be dangerous.
Yeah.
We could have our own like barbed wire match out here.
What kind of animals do... Where'd it go?
Oh, she lost
I think
it.
someone asked, what kind of animals do we have out here, or see out here? Wild animals. Okay, yeah. I know snakes. Do you have deer and mountain lions? Yeah, we have mule deer. There are mountain lions. We haven't seen any, but they're around, definitely in the mountains. Bobcat, javelina. What else? We saw a badger once.
Oh, that was wild. You spotted that, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
This is weird. I didn't know there were badgers out here. But there's skunks too.
Did you get the snakes?
Snakes, yeah.
That badger, that was wild. And we saw it, and it stopped and looked at us. It was checking us out too, wasn't it?
Yeah, those things aren't scared. I didn't get too close.
Green Greg asks, can I get to it? Do you use any specific grade of sandbags? No. We were able to find a particular size we wanted, which was nice. Big, wide bags, but they're not like, they're just kind of like misprinted grain and seed bags.
Hi, Mom.
Hello.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I never imagined.
But the cool thing is with the bags is that, they're misprinted, so we're able to kind of get them at a cheaper price. But now you checked that website just recently, right? Are they in the business of selling bags for
I
for
wonder
home building now?
if that has anything to do with us. They're specifically selling I think they're like unprinted bags.
They might be selling unprinted bags for building houses.
I still recommend checking for misprinted bags. So.
We might have got them in the business of doing or selling earth bags. Oops.
Did you take classes from Cal Earth or learn somewhere else?
We did not take any classes.
We
I kind
took,
of attended a couple of
yeah, some
workshops,
workshops, and then I guess we're self-taught. We read a lot of things,
and
and
then we just did you just do it.
well, we started on some small
Yeah.
projects to get experience, and then started doing huge projects.
I can find sandbags for 25 cents each. I would like to find some 18 inches wide. Yeah, that's a really good width. I think for building the home or house, I was thinking 18 inches was like the minimum I would like. But luckily we were able to find those ones that were almost 2 feet in width. Keeping it Dutch. Congratulations on 30K. Wow, thank you so much.
Thank
Wow.
you.
Thanks so much for popping in here. It's an honor. 30K, man. That just blows my mind.
Will you be adding room partitions? That's a good question.
Kinda.
Yeah, in some areas, not a lot. I think it's mostly going to be open. But there is like,
Well, a little partition between the kitchen and the bathroom.
yeah, yes, well, yeah, that's important.
That's important.
Yeah.
How tall is Jess? 5 feet 4 inches tall.
Yeah.
Will you have enough dirt to fill all the bags to build a house, or do you have to dig another hole? That is the $1,000,000 question. I don't know. We don't know. I'm hoping that we will. I don't think we'll have enough dirt to build everything and cob everything. I think we're gonna have to get more dirt at that point. But hopefully we have enough to at least to build everything.
Yeah, that's true. Like the cob takes a lot too.
Green Greg asks, "Where do you get your sandbags?" We have a video on that where we have all that information in the description. We got that we got that video in the description of every video we put out. But the company is called Pacific Packaging Company, right? So you can look that up, or you can check for one of those links. Do you have the time to speak more to how you have the cistern set up to catch water? Yeah, I mean it's a pretty simple system, and well, right now it's not. We could catch a little bit of water. I mean, it's designed to catch water off of the roof, and also when the piping is set up from the rain roof, that will also dump on there, and then it'll go into these like 5 pipes that we have around there,
so
to go in there.
It'll catch the water from the rain roof plus its own roof, the cistern roof.
Different has a question here that I think is a really good question. If money was no object, would you still build the same way?
I feel like I would.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, if money was no object, like, and we had it like a while ago, but like, once we got into it, I think we fell in love with the idea, and we really kind of wanted to see this through. So I think it's been a dream of ours for so long. I think we've been dreaming about this house for close to a decade. I don't know about a full decade, but I'd say no, yeah, probably even a decade from that end, yeah. So, yeah, living in this house, it'll be like a decades long dream come true. I'm excited. I think there's going to be a lot of advantages to building this way. I'm looking forward to seeing how it all works out in the desert. Now that you're moving dirt with your truck, have you thought about getting kneaded dirt from swale areas? Oh, that's an interesting idea.
Mm-hmm.
Although with swales,
Usually,
usually that once you dig that out, that dirt just gets burned up anyway.
yeah.
But if we do need extra dirt, we're thinking about doing some underground greenhouses. So that might be where we get it
Mm-hmm.
from if we need to.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Do you have another
It's been
question
an
there
hour.
that you want to get to, or no? Is that it?
There's probably a lot more. Real quick, how are you gonna fill the gaps in the floor? So the gaps right around the OSB and the walls, there's a space there. We're gonna fill that up with some
It'd
earth
be an
and
earthen
mortar.
floor. So there's straw going in next, then a cob, and then it'll be sealed off with oil.
Yep.
All right, everyone, our time is up. Thank you so much for joining us. Big celebration for us, 30K. Unbelievable. But thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate having you. Our moderators are there in blue. They always do such an amazing job. Thank you to our moderators. And have a good night, everyone. Night. Bye.